All right, guys, this is the VTOMAN jump starter and air compressor all in one. Let's open this thing up. All right, so the nice carrying case here. Here is the unit itself. So size-wise, you can see here. Oh, I must have turned it on here. You can see nice digital display there. And in the case here that they send, which is also nice, they send that along, get a USB Type-C. So that'll be used for charging this device back up, or if you need to charge your phone, you can use this to charge your phone that way too. Here is your air compressor cord. This screws in right here. We can use that to fill up the tires. We're going to try this thing out in a second, but just want to show you what's all included here. And here is your jump start cables. I always wish they made these a little longer, but this is what you get. This plugs in. Let's see right here, this little rubber flap. You flip out, this plugs in right there. Now they also send some other attachments for the air compressor. So if you want to use it to fill up like a basketball, or there's some other size attachments here, so that's nice. And they send this nice carrying case, user manual, keep everything in nice and secure. So that's really nice. So why don't we go try this thing out? I'll show you how the jump start feature works, and we'll try the air compressor, see how well that does. But this thing is rated for up to a 10-liter engine, diesel or gas. So that's a huge engine, really. So tons of power. It's going to be able to jump really large engines. And the air compressor can fill up to 160 psi, which is way more than you're ever going to need for a car. I mean, that's way more than even for some like high-end racing bicycle tires, but plenty of pressure there. So this thing should be able to get it all done, but let's go try it out. So if you get stuck with a dead battery, just grab your case and slide your air compressor jump starter out here. Grab your battery terminals right here. Now, this thing pops open. I'm going to slip this in here. Now we're ready to go. Set this somewhere safe in your engine bay where it's not going to hit any belts or anything like that. Put the black onto the negative, red onto your positive. Now, on here, it's going to give me a reading. I get a green light showing up. That means it's correct. If it shows red, that means you have it reversed. And there's also a boost button here. And what you want to do is hit that boost button and then go start your engine. That's going to give it extra power for a little bit of time. So that'll make sure it starts. If you have an issue where it's not turning over fast enough, even with the boost button, readjust these. Make sure you have a really good connection. So if they don't have a good connection, they're not transferring that electricity well, it's not going to be able to start your engine well. This battery isn't dead, so I don't actually need to jump it. But I just wanted to show you how that thing works. When you're done, just pop that thing out. I want to show you the air compressor feature on this as well, though. So I'm going to pop these back in a handy case here. Take out my air compressor hose, and I'm going to screw that in right here. Now, you also have some outputs here. If you want to charge any devices, you got some outputs here, and you also have a light. So if you're stuck in the dark, you hit your light bulb button here. That thing turns on. Let's see. Okay, so you hold it in. It's actually super bright. It's hard to tell because I'm outside. It's a super bright day. It's a really bright light, so it'll be handy to have. Looks like there's a red light there as well. Flashing red if you're in trouble, like an SOS. All right, so this circular button here is going to change it from different settings on here. So it's in kPa now. I like it in PSI. So, or it has bar as well, but PSI is better. So here, 44 PSI, same for a bike tire, but it's showing a little picture of a bike. You can adjust this. So say I want to go to 40 PSI, hook that up like that. Now I'm going to hook this up to the tire. Let's see how it does. All right, so this tire actually looks a little bit low right now. Just clamp the end there on like that. Then you're going to hit your power button. So I have 33 PSI in there now, V140. Hit that power button. Just like that, turns off on its own when it got to the 40 PSI that I set it at. So if you wanted to go to a higher pressure, just turn it up to a higher pressure there. But it actually filled up really fast too. So that's, I'm excited to see that. It went up, what was that, 6 PSI, and that was only took about a minute. So you're not going to be sitting on the side of the road there filling this thing up for half an hour. It's going to fill it up pretty quick. So that's nice. And yeah, it's nice it can shut itself off. So you can walk away, work on something else, check on your kids, whatever. And when it gets to the right pressure, shuts itself off. It doesn't overfill or anything like that. So really nice unit here. Definitely has more power than other units like this I've tested, and seems to fill up tires even faster than some of the other air compressors that I've used. So I'm really happy with this. And I got that nice storage case to store it in. It's going to keep me out of a jam if I ever get stranded, dead battery, flat tire, whatever. This thing's going to help me out. So these things are awesome.